Thank you for tuning in to another episode with Mrs. Danielle DeVita. I am back to talk about something that I truly think that is important, and I want to be able to do this where you can not necessarily look at me, but listen to the words that I'm saying, because I think this is one of those topics that sometimes people get so angry with the messenger that they just forget about the actual message. And this message will help you in your marriage. It will help you in your relationships, whether these relationships are platonic or romantic, whether they are parental relationships, and all of these things. But this today, I'm gonna make sure I specified for romantic relationships. Of course, in anything that you do, you can take it and apply it to other parts of your life, not just relationships. So let's get started. All right. So if you are new to my content, first go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. You can also see me on Spotify and other different types of podcasts, Feminine Energy with Danielle DeVita. So you can catch me on all of these things. Support me. It's no cost to you to follow or subscribe, but this is so people can get this message, because my goal is to change relationships so that it can help the children, because that's essentially what marriage is for. That's what family is for, to cultivate values and instill them into the future. And the future will be your future children, right? So you don't want to just be selfish and think about yourself, but you want to think about the future. And the way that the future is going to be healthier is when they have healthier relationships, and of course, among other things that help us to be actually healthy physically and emotionally and things like that. But this will help part of that by cultivating healthy relationships and healthy values, right? And healthy views and mindset. So let's get started. If you are a woman, and so this is going to be a message for women, right? If you're a woman and you want a traditional man, which most women, no matter how modern women are, essentially women want traditional men. There's usually no way around it. What they're asking for, yeah, some women want traditional, but they want them to also be, not as rigid as what the traditional kind of guy is. So they want them. So when I say traditional, they want the masculine man. The traditional masculine viewpoint of a man. They want that. They want him to be somewhat rugged, somewhat masculine in his ways, and the protector and the provider and all of those things that what society considers is a man, this masculine viewpoint. But they don't want the full on traditional mindset that goes with it. They want a man who can give them their cake and eat it too, I guess, so to speak, right? But most women want the traditional side of a man, but they want to tweak him. Kind of like when you think about the Stepford Wives, there was a woman who created her perfect man. So they want that masculine man, but then they want to tweak some stuff and make him just a little bit extra for her personal pleasure, right? But for this man that you say you want, he cannot be controlled. And a lot of women like to manipulate and control and work their magic and create this Build-A-Bear of a man and make him perfect. But for that traditional man, you cannot control him. Please understand that this is the kind of man that will not be controlled. Now, if you listen to my channel, then you learn that you can empower a man, you can influence him, you can persuade him through your efforts and your actions of being a feminine woman. And the best way to do that is having ladylike attributes, being feminine, because that's what men want. Men want feminine women. No matter how you slice it, men can say all day long what they want. And I'm talking about, when I say a man, I mean a true essence of a man, a real man, a competent man, a man who can provide, can protect, can lead, not just his household, but lead others, right? He's a leader, not a follower. He's a trendsetter, right? This is that man. And if you want that man cannot be controlled. All men start out as boys. But sometimes women try to control, whether it's their mothers, whether it's their girlfriends, they try to control that man. But that man cannot be controlled. Again, I think a lot of women are in this society trying to do all the controlling. And control can not just be trying to tell a man what to do and with a masculine mindset, but you can control a man by being manipulative. A lot of women use that reverse psychology and manipulating men in a negative way rather than empowering or influencing them to be better. They try to do all these mental games and these tactics, and they're trying to control men. And a lot of women say, oh, men don't want this, men want that. No, you're talking about a grown boy, a boy who has not matured with the masculine mindset that he needs to have, because he has been controlled not just by his woman, but women in society, maybe their mothers. And when those kind of men are controlled, then they are part of this wicked society, this wicked mindset of what they think relationships should look like. And as you can see, we don't have the traditional values of what relationships should look like. So when you think about that type of guy, then you can see how, he is thinking, no, this is what I need to do to get a woman. So he's doing all of these things to get a woman, and it's not exhibiting qualities of leadership. It's following. Well, following what she says, following what she does. And a lot of people even take things that should be in a different way, and they interpret it that happy wife, happy life. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that this man is controlled by his woman. What that really means is this man he understands how to love his wife, and when she's happy, he's with more peace, right? But there's some things that goes on with what a wife does as well. So it's not a one-streeter, right? There's a two-way street in this. So even though a man is doing things to make his woman happy and caring for her in that way, she's doing things for him. And respect is a form of love. When man says, I want respect, he is asking for love in that way. That's how men see that. I truly think that the minute that we realize, man, I don't want to control him. Because when you get that kind of guy you control, you're with this guy that you can control, but you desire this type of guy. You desire the guy who is masculine. And the only way to get that masculine guy is if you allow him to be. The whole point is first to find a man who is a man, right? So finding a man, like finding when I say man in that sense, you're finding a person, a guy to be with, who's exhibiting the qualities of a man. And I think I mentioned in another video what man is, right? This man is masculine, right? And you want this man to be ambitious and noble. If you get a man who have those leadership qualities, he's masculine, he's ambitious. Ambitious means he's not just complacent in life. No, he doesn't have to be going out to make the $1 million, but this guy wants to do and be better in some sort of way, and be a better provider and a protector. And that doesn't always necessarily mean he has to have high income to do that. You want this man to be noble, and a lot of times, if we control men, because women and men think differently, if we control that man and he's under our thumb, he's not going to be able to be that masculine man, because as women, we can't show men or be the perfect example of what it is to be masculine. We are so full of estrogen. We are actually hardwired to be feminine. Now, during some of the things that we do in our daily lives, we can take on masculine roles. But we can't truly, teach a boy to grow up to be the man, right? And we can't teach a man to be masculine. We can tell him ways that we like, what we like in a masculine man, right? And I can say, hey, be with a feminine woman. That will help you be more in your masculine role. These are qualities that women like, and this is how you can get respect. But I can't teach a man to be masculine. But as a feminine woman, I can help women to be more feminine. And if women step into their role, then men can be in their role. So in order for you to step into your feminine role, you can't control a man. Understand that. I've been married long enough to know that I cannot control my man. He's a leader already. All I can do is influence him to be the best version of himself, empower him to be the best version of himself, love him and respect him. And he's going to want to, in turn, love me back, which in turn will make me a happy wife. And then we will have a happy life. Understand that. We live in a world where femininity, marriages, family, and courting is no longer valued. We live in hookup culture, situationships, and struggle love. The number one reason women struggle in long-term relationships, number one, femininity, and number two, staying in a relationship or entertaining people longer than the woman should.
My name is Tania DeVita, and I'm a relationship and femininity coach. I've been married for 12 years, and I want to help you get on your feminine journey and vet for the right man today. For more of my content, you can visit MrsDanielleDeVita.com, or you can go to YouTube, Instagram, or my Facebook page. Get on your feminine journey today.